on?
How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. You out here grinding on a Sunday, man. I respect that. I was like, wow, he's available on Sundays. Good for him.
Dude,
Cool.
hell yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, are you like self-employed? Are you doing this on the side or?
I'm doing it on the side.
Yeah, that makes sense. I figured. Cool. Okay. What do you do for work normally?
I do customer service. I work from home for TRICARE, so like insurance.
Nice. Oh, fun stuff, huh?
Yeah, not really.
Well, cool. Good deal. So you're pretty familiar with N8N, if I'm saying it right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Okay, nice. Because then what I'm trying to do, and I want to see if it's possible, is so I own a portable toilet company, right?
Yeah.
And I got my Google ads running, and it's all getting converted over into CallRail for the most part.
Hmm.
And then I got my HubSpot as well. And I just want to see if it's possible with N8N to have a ROI for the ads.
Hmm.
Because then the other piece that's confusing is I have portable toilet software, and that portable toilet software processes the payments and has the
Okay.
phone number information and the company information.
Okay.
So I have Google Ads, it goes into CallRail, and then it goes into HubSpot as well. And then I need to plug in that spreadsheet from my portable toilet software with the company name and the phone number and how much they spent. And then that's what I've been using to calculate my ad ROI so far. But I just want to automate it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is definitely possible. The reason why I hopped on your pr proposition so quickly is because it's one of the easier things that is possible with N8N. It's a really powerful software. Just to recap, so your Google ads are running. They're going through the call rail, which is. Can you walk me through a little bit about what call rail does and what the purpose is for the tool? I looked it up, but it was a bit convoluted from what I was able to tell.
Yeah, so what CallRail is it's this and then if you don't know any of this, it's like just let me know or anything because I just learned all this like last month. I taught it all
Yeah.
to myself. So what I did is I got the JavaScript that
Hmm.
CallRail gave me and I put it on the front end of my website. And then
Okay.
what happens is whenever anyone comes in for my Google business profile, Google Ads, direct
Hmm.
slash organic search, it swaps the number on it. So then
Hmm.
each time it's a little different number and it tells me exactly where. Actually, I'm gonna screen share it real
Okay, so
quick.
it's just like a pixel. So it lets you track where your leads are coming from.
Yeah, for the most part. Here, my brother's about to walk in the door. Actually, never mind. So let me share this real quick. So then this,
See.
if you can see it right now. So this is the spreadsheet I got right now. So like someone
Hmm.
came from my Google My Business, and I have three of them right now. And then they went onto my website, and this is where they called me from. And it was 49 seconds. The guy's name is, and see, this is kind of unreliable, but the phone number
Hmm.
100% of the time is reliable.
Hmm.
And then first time caller, device type.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So this is
Yeah.
what CallRail gives me, if that makes sense.
Okay. That makes it a lot easier. So we don't really need to be taking anything from Google Ads because that's CallRail's job essentially.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. And then it goes from CallRail to HubSpot, which is your CRM.
Yep. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I mean the other thing too is the biggest thing is like I have three other people I'm working with right now, and I just want you to teach it to me. And then the other thing is there's a great chance I'm going to come back to you in a month and hey man, we need to change this. How do we do that?
Yeah.
Then 3 months down the road, like hey man, I want to get like just a bunch of different little things. So
Yeah,
it's
for sure.
going to keep changing, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean, and I'm definitely fine with like going through every single note. If you have questions, like I'll screen share in a bit to show you. I'll actually go ahead and start screen sharing. Let me see here.
And then a warning, man, I've never done any of this, but I'm a pretty quick learner. Like I just built my own
Yeah,
website last month, but
yeah,
I don't know any of this. So it's all
yeah.
going to
No,
be.
I completely get you, and that's kind of the vibe I got, which was really exciting because I just learned this stuff like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
But it's like super easy, especially if you have someone that knows a little bit about it. But so you have it in CallRail, and you're just wanting to automate the transfer of the data from CallRail. And how are you getting in the Google Sheet?
Um, I'm not. at all. So like right now I use Excel. I never really use Google Sheet, but I'm just
Or yeah, or Excel. That's what I meant.
like, how am I getting into it?
No, how are you getting that data to propagate into it?
I can just export it from the app.
Okay, so that's something we can automate too from CallRail, which is why I was asking. Let me go ahead and share my screen real quick. Can you see it?
Yep.
Okay. So what this is, N8N is basically just the glue that connects all the softwares together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what we would do here at the start of any build is just manually trigger it, just so we can make sure the automation works.
Mm-hmm.
So CallRail gives you the CSV, I'm assuming, right? And then you just put it into Excel.
Yes, it comes with like 20 different fields. I cut out like 10 of them, and then the
Okay.
rest of that I put, yep, yep.
Awesome, awesome. So from there, we would have to do you know what like a webhook or an HTTP request is?
I've heard of webhooks. I'm not too familiar with it though, no.
Okay, so what we would have to do is create an HTTP request, and this is basically going to call. We can actually go to their documentations here, um, and yeah, once you learn this like foundational skill of just basically all automation is communicating with the different platforms, and their APIs are how we
Mm-hmm.
do that. And basically for any platform, you would just type in the name of the platform and then type in API documentation. And this is like it'll teach you how to set up the automation essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Yeah, so your first API call, and it teaches us how to basically go through it and set that up. So we basically get the data that you're having to manually export and import
Mm-hmm.
back into your Excel with this request here. And like I said, we would go through, so it has the webhooks and all that here. Let's go ahead and find if we have a specific integration.
And then
So
for
yeah,
each platform, this is a little different. Like Google Ads, different than CallRail, it's different than Outlook. Is that how this works?
yeah, every single one of them is different, which is why it takes a good bit of time to learn. But for Google Ads specifically, I did look into it for your situation. You would have to basically submit an application to get API access because Google's really strict. And like Facebook, Meta, they're really strict on accessing their API. So it wouldn't be like if we were getting it directly from the Google ads, we wouldn't be able to get it until you get that approval. But if
Mm-hmm.
it goes through CallRail and you get all the information there, that's really not an issue that we would need to set up. So basically, we would get the information from CallRail, and how N8N works is all the data would be aggregated here, and from there, there's literally a built-in HubSpot node, so we wouldn't even need to go into the API documentation.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why we have this HTTP request here is because we need to go to their documentation, just because there's not a built-in integration with N8N,
Mm-hmm.
which it's fine. It's the same thing. Um, and then we would, let's see here, we would search a contact if they exist is just off the top of my head. If they're coming back in through a different channel, maybe they go through the Google Ads or some kind of other platform. Then we would split that off to see first if they exist, and then from there we would let's go HubSpot, create or update a contact, and then you would just go into HubSpot. They have their integrations. You would get the API key. Basically, yeah, API key. Just paste that in, boom, and it's connected to your account.
Mm-hmm.
And we'd have two branches here. So basically, we duplicate this, do an if node. Try not to make it too complicated, but I'm just trying to
Yeah, fuck.
if they, yeah, see, that's why it's like a lot of the things I give away a lot of this stuff for free just because it's really hard for business owners to actually implement it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's kind of a pain to learn, but I took the time to learn this. So
Yeah.
here we are.
No, and this is perfect. This is I don't want to sit here and click on 50 different things, but be like, hey man, I'm trying to, and just really, because I'm like 95% sure what I need, but when the execution happens, that's when it gets a little complicated. But this is exactly what I'm looking for. Because then I could,
Yeah,
come back and just be like, hey man, we need to tweak XYZ, let's do this, and we just keep on refining it.
yeah,
And
for
then
sure.
I mean, I think this is the future too. So I got other different product or projects I want to do. Like we have people do form submits to me through email all the time. And it's like, hey, I want a toilet for once a week, blah, blah, blah. And it's like a $250 thing. And it takes me probably like 10 minutes to respond to it. So I want to automate it with like a language learning model.
Dude, I could literally, it's so easy, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane. I have a speed delete system that I built, and that actually, so this is the system that you're talking about pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually set up for a form. I can show you exactly what it looks like if it were to be built in NNN, but let's see. Um, let's see. I don't have an example built right now. Let's see. So yeah, when they submit a form, essentially, this is what this is in disguise. It'll
Mm-hmm.
map out all the data in the form, right? Because this is all the data that you're going to be collecting, essentially,
Mm-hmm.
for the most part. And each of the form sections can be sent directly to the workflow. And this would be HubSpot in your case instead of Airtable. It would either create their lead or verify if they exist. And for this speed delete system that I'm just showing you, they would wait 15 minutes to see if they booked or to see if they need that follow up. And it would isolate the exact record. It would generate them using, I just like to use OpenAI because they have the best model right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just prompt it inside, like all streamlined, right? And this would be for their first name, how they came in, which we would then integrate from CallRail, like how they came in contact source wise. And then they would get a specific message just for them based on
Wow.
so many different things that we could choose to personalize by. And this is actually what I'm using for email outreach, is because you get those giant lists of all the
Mm-hmm.
data that you collect, and you're only pulling a few of them. So you could personalize with anything, and this can separate it by email, SMS, really anything, just with the AI prompting, and it spits it out right here. And then you just plug it into Gmail, and you just have it automatically send or draft it.
Wow. This is freaking insane. Yeah, this is why I wanted to definitely get into this. I'll tell you what, this is great. Let's what does your availability look like? Like how busy are you usually?
Um, this is my availability. Like this is my work schedule. Apart from that, I'm free.
Yeah. So you're pretty much free.
Yeah,
So are you Eastern time or Central time or what are you?
I am central.
So I'll tell you what, let's do this. Can you just send me your calendar thing, then I'll book an hour and then we can go ahead and start up a contract and Upwork and then we can just do manual time entry like that. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that works for me.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And then I'll go ahead and in the Upwork, I'll send you a little, like we already hit on 95% of the first one. I'm trying to really get with the Google Ads, but try to really refine it more and then we can just work through it and build it together and then you can teach me and then we'll just keep on refining it.
Yeah. And that's why I have the note taker here as well. Like when we go through each of the different sessions, the note taker, I can just run that through an automation that I have, and it'll basically just give you the SOP and like kind of like the homework, what we went over. There's just so many things you can automate.
Man, so what do you do for work again?
I do customer service. So
Yeah.
just like, yeah.
And then you're just doing that to make money? You're like, why are you, I mean, you seem like I mean, how old are you too, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 21.
Yeah. I mean, you seem like a pretty smart kid. You just got into the customer service because it pays the bills right now?
It's just work from home. It pays the bills. It lets me invest in, like, I have a rental property too. So it's like it's just money. This is what I'm like doing. Like this is the
Yeah.
future of what I'm doing, like automations.
Nice. And then this is what you're trying to do full time is like these AI automations and whatnot?
Yeah, the AI automations, my main offer, and that's really the main reason why I hopped on here with you, is because what you want is like baby simple, to be honest. My
Mm-hmm.
main offer is doing voice agents, which is a little bit more complex. It's so if someone books in a form, it'll actually call them and it'll have a conversation. It'll qualify the lead. It can transfer to a human if the lead's pissed, they don't want to speak to AI. It can basically escalate it, detect if it's an emergency, for like if they need this escalated to a human. It sends out direct messages to the business owner, emails to the client. It sees if they have like I can actually show you the voice agent one that I built. It's way more complicated, but
That's insane.
Yeah, and it can search the contact, create a new one. If they already have it, they can get the available slots in the business owner's calendar. It books directly into their calendar through Calendly. It could check the availability, reschedule, cancel. It's insane.
Man, that's nuts. And then, because you do cold email outreach as well.
Yeah, I'm sending hella emails right now.
Man, I've dabbled in that. I got like a lead scraper, and it's just hard because I'm trying to run my company. So it's nice to have someone like you and just be like, hey man, what's the best platform to do that? And have
Yeah.
you seen a lot of success with that, or kind of what's your thoughts on that? You don't mind me asking.
So I just started with cold email. It takes like 14, really a month before the emails are warmed up to where you can start sending because Google and Microsoft are like really strict with cold email and they're cracking down on it. But I can actually show you like this is how many I have like 98 emails and each can send 5 new leads a day. And I've actually just started working on the campaign to send like 445 new leads a day. Prior to that, the analytics have only been I've only sent 1K emails, which is like a tenth of what I'll be sending like tomorrow, like the next business day,
Hmm.
because all these emails just warmed up. And this is kind of how it looks with the sequences for A/B testing. The subject lines, it's the main thing that gets the open. And this is for the voice agent system that I sell. And it's just, it can automate the sequencing, the follow up. And I actually have a webhook set up to where if I get a response, let's see here. It will send it through WhatsApp and Telegram, and it'll just notify me I have a lead, they're interested, and I just send them a Loom video.
Yeah, I mean that's what you do with me. Shoot, it works, man. That's it's coming along, man. It's there for sure. Do you use like Apollo as a lead scraper? What do you do for that?
Dude, if you're interested in cold email, I'll send you like we could set up the automations for cold email too because this shit is I've been building the system for so long and it's actually
Yeah.
insane. I use Apollo, but I scrape it with Ample leads.
Ample lanes. I've never
It's
heard of
it's a
that one.
new Apollo scrape. Have you heard of Applify?
I I think I've heard of Applefy, yeah.
Appify is what you used to scrape Apollo with, but they just got taken down. And this is the guy who made the scraper on Appify. I emailed him and I was like, "Yo, where are you at? Like, I need these leads." And yeah, you just buy credits and you can scrape Apollo through here. And basically, what this does is I could show you. So I load the Apollo URLs in, and that's what I do manually from this system because my targeting has to be good, and I make sure the targeting is good because I have a qualification test, and it
Hmm.
runs all the leads through AI to see like it basically checks their organization short description. Hey, is this HVAC? Like, is this the business owner I'm trying to reach? And if I get like over 85%, I just pull the whole list, and then the automation checks it automatically to done. It automatically verifies the emails to make sure it exists because you don't want emails bouncing for
Hmm.
deliverability. And then it automatically pulls in, and this could be HubSpot for you. Like it literally just puts the leads in like
Yeah.
directly, and it formats the job title, it formats the phone number, it formats the company name. So it's not like Manhattan LLC or whatever you want to call it. So we can
Yeah.
use that in the email copy. Man, the sky's the limit on this.
Man, this is exactly what I'm trying to do, but I'm on like step 2 and this is like step 50. Like I gotta, let me get my Google ad ROI done first.
Oh,
Cool.
and another thing with the portal that we can, if you want like a custom portal, that is something that is, let me see here. And this is what I provide to the voice agent clients. It's like, yo, this is what you were doing before, and this is what you're doing after when you install the voice agent, how many missed calls you're doing, like the ROI of like the price that you paid versus like how long it's going to take you to recoup that. Because it makes it really easy to be like, hey, this is like an investment. Or if it's not, like, I'm not going to charge you.
Yeah.
And this is just completely built with AI too. It's fully functional. Like the AI apps are insane.
Yeah. No, no, they're really good. Wow. Well, this is like light years ahead of me, but I'm happy to see that there's lots of room to expand. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So I'll tell you what. So you're gonna send, or can I book through the same
Yeah,
uh
book through the same link.
yeah, so I can book through the same link and I'll see your availability, send you like a short description, or it could even be just for me to so we can really hit it and then we'll start building and then Are you cool if we do it on my N8N and I screen share, and it's
Oh,
gonna be horrible for you, but it's the best way I learn if you're
yeah,
like, hey,
for
click
sure.
this, click that.
Whatever you want to do, man. Like, I'm down for it. Whatever the best way you learn is, we could definitely do it like that. So how I have N8N and all, how I have all my N8N set up, like it's free for me because I'm self-hosting it on a VPS.
Uh-huh.
I also self-host this, which is it gives you like unlimited records instead of like Excel or Google Sheets, and
Mm-hmm.
Airtable, which is like the best way to automate it, like a single source of truth. This is all hosted on a VPS. It's like $4 a month. If
Mm-hmm.
you were to pay for N8N, I think the lowest one is like $24 a month, and you can add a user, and I could just basically watch you do it. We can go through the API documents, set it up. But this is an option for self-hosting, but it's really hard. If you wanted to get like all of it in-house, like owning the data off of the platforms, but I don't
Yeah,
think it's
let's take baby
let's
steps.
yeah. I got you. I
Okay.
got you.
So I'll book it through the same link, and then I'm on the 14-day trial for N8N. Are you saying I need to upgrade? I mean, like, $24 a month is nothing. Are you saying I
Yeah.
should upgrade it so that I can add you a user? Is that what you're saying, or?
No, you don't need to upgrade. I don't even I don't think that it's been so long since I've been on the cloud plan, but I don't think that we are able to collaborate on N8N.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's one of the main weaknesses of N8N.
Yeah.
But let me see here.
If I was to give
I
you,
could,
if I was to give you like my login, you logged in, because this is going to get to the point where it's like, hey man, I got an issue. What,
yeah.
how much do you want to go fix this? Like, what does that look like? I just give you
Yeah,
my login.
so yeah, I could just take the login if you want to make a trial account on a different account because whenever I fix it, if you have like and that's what I was doing for a while, like having a few accounts and you could just literally copy and paste the workflow over or however you want to do it. It's really up to you. I can look into like the collaboration more on the cloud account and then keep you updated on what the best practices is for that. Um, what's your preferred communication method? Would it be through Upwork or like,
Upwork's fine. I get so many emails a day. Upwork works well. Yeah, Upwork's just easiest for me.
okay,
Cool. So I'll look at your link. I'll book a time, and then we'll go ahead and get a contract started, and then yeah, just keep on chipping away at it. Cool, man. Happy to see you excited about it, and
yeah,
you know
yeah,
way more than I do, and there's lots of potential to grow into.
yeah, man. Super excited for it. Is there any other questions that you have for me?
No, I think we hit it. We'll start off with the Google Ads, get the ROI, just pivot and tweak accordingly, and then I got lots of ideas for animation, so we'll just keep on going through it and just keep on chipping away at it.
All right, that sounds good. Do you want a copy of these notes?
No, I
Okay,
appreciate that though.
gotcha.
That's pretty damn cool. But yeah, no, I appreciate that though.
All right. Well, you have a good one, man.
Thanks. I'll book something. We'll be in touch.
Okay, sweet.
See ya.
Peace.